Ever wondered why some people seem overly obsessed with themselves, even at the expense of others? Welcome to the fascinating world of understanding narcissism, a topic that can be both enlightening and at times unnerving. Narcissism, in essence, is an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep-seated self-love that eclipses concern for others. It's not simply about taking too many selfies or talking about oneself. It is a complex and multifaceted psychological phenomenon. Picture this: an individual who believes they are special, unique, and superior to others. They have an unquenchable thirst for admiration, a hunger for validation that never seems to be satisfied. This is a classic example of a narcissist, a person who lives in a world where they are the sun and everyone else merely planets in their orbit. But narcissism is not just about an inflated ego, it's also about a distinct lack of empathy, an inability to understand or share the feelings of others. It's like being in a room full of mirrors, where all one can see is oneself. The feelings, needs, and experiences of others become invisible, secondary to the narcissist's own desires. Narcissism can manifest in different ways and to varying degrees. Some individuals may exhibit subtle signs, such as a tendency to dominate conversations or an obsession with status and appearances. Others might display more overt characteristics, like exploiting others without remorse or reacting with rage or contempt when they don't receive the special treatment they believe they deserve. It's important to note that not all self-love is narcissistic. Healthy self-esteem and confidence are integral parts of a balanced personality. Narcissism, however, crosses into the realm of dysfunction when it interferes with a person's relationships and daily life. When the self-love becomes so profound that it blots out the ability to connect meaningfully with others. Recognizing these traits can be the first step towards understanding narcissistic behavior. As we delve deeper into this topic, we will explore how to identify narcissistic behavior, how it affects relationships, and how to handle it effectively. Stay tuned for more insights on this intriguing and important subject. So how can one spot a narcissist in their midst? What signs should you look out for? Well, let's delve deep into the specific behaviors and patterns that narcissists tend to exhibit. These are not just casual traits, but rather a consistent pattern of behavior that sets them apart. Firstly, grandiosity. Narcissists have an inflated sense of their own importance. They often exaggerate their achievements and talents, and they expect to be recognized as superior without achieving anything that warrants it. They believe they are unique, special, and can only be understood by or associate with other high-status people or institutions. Secondly, entitlement. Narcissists believe they are entitled to certain privileges and special treatment. They expect others to go along with their ideas and plans without question. They have a hard time accepting no for an answer and can become easily irritated or impatient when they don't get what they want. Thirdly, manipulation. Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They use others to meet their own needs without any regard for the feelings or interests of those people. They may lie, guilt-trip, or gaslight to control and get what they want. They are often charming, persuasive, and good at playing the victim when it suits them. Lastly, a lack of empathy. Narcissists struggle to recognize or understand the feelings and needs of others. They're often dismissive, critical, and unsympathetic. When someone else is in pain or struggling, a narcissist is more likely to feel burdened or annoyed rather than compassionate or understanding. It's important to note that someone exhibiting these behaviors doesn't necessarily mean they are a narcissist. These patterns need to be consistent, pervasive, and cause significant distress to themselves or others. Being aware of these behaviors can help you identify a narcissist and understand how to interact with them. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding these patterns can be the first step towards better interactions and healthier relationships. What happens when narcissism seeps into a relationship? How does it affect the dynamics? Imagine the relationship as a dance that should ideally involve two people moving in harmony, each respecting the other's space. But when one partner is a narcissist, this dance can turn into a solo performance, with the narcissist taking center stage, leaving the other partner feeling sidelined, unheard, and unimportant. Narcissists have an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for admiration. This can lead to them dominating conversations, making every issue about them, and constantly seeking validation. They may manipulate their partners into feeding their ego, sometimes using tactics like guilt-tripping or playing the victim. This manipulation can create an emotional turmoil that is difficult to navigate. The non-narcissistic partner may feel like they're walking on eggshells, constantly trying to avoid triggering the narcissist's anger or criticism. They may find themselves apologizing for things they haven't done, or feeling guilty for not meeting the narcissist's unreasonable expectations. The narcissist's need for control and admiration can also impact the overall health of the relationship. It can lead to a lack of genuine intimacy, as the narcissist is more focused on their needs than on their partner's. It can breed resentment, as the non-narcissistic partner feels unheard and unappreciated, and it can create a power imbalance, with the narcissist making all the decisions and the other partner feeling voiceless. But it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards dealing with narcissism in a relationship. It can help you understand what you're dealing with and give you the tools to navigate the situation. It can empower you to set boundaries and assert your needs. And most importantly, it can help you decide when it's time to step away if the relationship is causing you more harm than good. Recognizing these signs can help you navigate a relationship with a narcissist, or even decide when it's time to step away. Now that we've identified narcissistic behavior, what can we do about it? Well, it's essential to remember that dealing with such behaviors requires a delicate balance of understanding, patience, and self-preservation. It's not about changing the person, but rather about managing your own reactions and boundaries in a way that's healthy for you. Firstly, it's crucial to set clear boundaries. Narcissists often have a knack for pushing the limits and encroaching on personal space, both physically and emotionally. By setting clear boundaries, you're not only protecting yourself, but also clearly communicating what is and isn't acceptable behavior. Remember, you have the right to be respected and treated fairly. Maintaining a strong sense of self is equally important. Narcissists can be masters of manipulation, often making others feel responsible for their emotions or problems. It's essential to stay grounded in your own identity and not allow your self-worth to be shaken. You're not defined by how someone else chooses to perceive you. Another strategy is to avoid getting drawn into arguments or power struggles. Narcissists tend to thrive on conflict and might use it as a means to assert control or dominance. Instead of engaging in such disputes, try to remain calm, composed, and stick to the facts. This can help keep the conversation rational and prevent it from spiraling out of control. Finally, don't hesitate to seek professional help if needed. Therapists and counselors trained in dealing with narcissistic behavior can provide valuable insights and strategies. They can also provide a safe space for you to express your feelings and navigate your way through the complexities of the relationship. Remember, dealing with a narcissist isn't about winning or losing. It's about maintaining your own mental health and well-being. It's about understanding the situation, setting clear boundaries, and seeking help when you need it. It's okay to take care of yourself first. It's okay to step away from toxic relationships. And it's more than okay to seek help when you need it. Understanding how to deal with narcissistic behavior can empower you to take control of your interactions and relationships. Narcissistic behavior can be complex and challenging to navigate, but understanding it is half the battle. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've explored today. We started with understanding narcissism, a personality disorder that's characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for excessive attention and admiration. It's important to remember that not all who shine brightly are narcissists. The key is in the lack of empathy, the exploitation of others, and the belief that they are superior, unique, or deserving of special treatment. Next, we identified narcissistic behavior. We learned that narcissists often project an image of perfection and superiority, making it difficult for others to see their true self. They may use manipulative tactics like gaslighting, belittling, and emotional blackmail to maintain control. Remember, it's not about you, it's about their need to feel powerful and important. We then delved into narcissism in relationships. Narcissists can make partners feel valued and loved, only to erode their self-esteem and independence over time. They may shift blame, evade responsibility, and use love as a bargaining chip. It's a cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discarding that leaves the partner feeling confused and hurt. Finally, we discussed how to deal with narcissistic behavior. It's not easy, but it's possible. Setting boundaries is crucial, as is maintaining a strong sense of self. You can't change a narcissist, but you can change how you react to them. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals. And remember, it's okay to walk away if a relationship is causing you harm. Narcissistic behavior can be complex and challenging to navigate, but understanding it is half the battle. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding narcissistic behavior, you can make informed decisions about your relationships and interactions. So keep learning, keep growing, and remember, you're stronger than you think.